This is a presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Any other use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the Oklahoma Sports Network's consent is prohibited. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be used without express written consent.
Hello and welcome, everybody. We are back. High school baseball playoffs on the Oklahoma Sports Network at the Carl Albert Regional in Midwest City, Oklahoma. Bill Tipton Field. Altus Bulldogs, Carl Albert Titans. A win sends the Carl Albert Titans to the state tournament next week in 5A. Josh Calloway with you. Jared Price joining alongside me for this Friday evening matchup. Jared, here we go. One win puts you in the state tournament. Just kind of describe, you've been here, done that, two-time state champ, former Titan.
Yeah.
Put yourself in the mind space of the players right now when they know one win gets you to the, where you're shooting for the whole year, which is that state tournament.
Yeah, the first round or two, you kind of have it in your head that, those are games you should win, but being in their shoes, this is a game that gets really real.
Yeah.
And because the state tournament is obviously what you dream of, and can't win a state championship without getting to the tournament. And so these games are when it starts to really set in as a playoff atmosphere, and certainly want to avoid playing that extra game and take care of business and get to the state tournament, which is where you want to be.
Absolutely. It was a great start to the postseason yesterday for the Titans. They went 10 innings against John Marshall in the morning, and then these Altus Bulldogs in the afternoon. 28-0 combined score. Didn't allow a hit in 10 innings of baseball.
Yeah.
If you don't allow a single hit, you're usually going to be in pretty good shape.
Your chances are usually going to be pretty high.
And that's what they did yesterday. Dominant stuff. Cash Ferris in the nightcap against these Bulldogs was phenomenal, and we'll see if they can keep that going today. Declan Murphy will get the start for the Titans on the bump here in this rematch between the Titans and the Bulldogs. So set the scene a little bit here. Carl Albert, they win this game, they're going to the state tournament. It's that cut and dry for them.
Yeah.
On the other side of the equation, Altus, because they lost to Carl Albert yesterday, had to turn around and play Shawnee again just before this game, and they did win it. So they now move on to this 2-0, 2-1 situation where if the Bulldogs win this game, they'll turn around and play tomorrow at 2 o'clock, and that game would be a winner-take-all mover. Winner moves on to the state tournament. So that's where we're at. That's the difference between winning that game yesterday afternoon and losing it. Altus having to go the tough way. Carl Albert, meanwhile, they just need one, and then they'll get there. Obviously, opponent, site, time, all that to be figured out later. But for now, the objective pretty simple: win this and get on to next week. That's the goal, and that's the primary objective here for the Titans this evening at Bill Tipton Field. Great day for baseball. It's pretty warm, just a shade under 80 degrees. Very sunny, as you can see. A little bit of a delayed start, kind of, if you can call it that, because the game was moved up in the first place. This was originally a 6:30 start. They moved it up, and Altus beat Shawnee in the first game today to stay alive. And so it's just these two teams left in this regional, and they'll duke it out here and decide who can move on to the state tournament next week. We'll go ahead and dive here into the starting lineups when we get going in the top of the first, presented by Sherpa Moving. Sherpa Moving, a local full-service moving company. They offer packing, unpacking, and special handling services. Their team is experienced and knowledgeable, help you get through what is usually a difficult time. Sherpa Moving for all your moving needs, 401 West 33rd Street in Edmond. Give them a call at 405-724-8750. The starting lineup for the Altus Bulldogs, who, of course, will be the visiting team here today at Bill Tipton Field. Leading off is KG Schmidt. He's your center fielder. Colton Gillespie, the shortstop, bats second. Trent Carman's going to get the start on the mound and bat third. Deshaun Harvey in left field bats cleanup. Brody Rogers, the first baseman, bats fifth. Tate Saxon, the catcher, will bat sixth. Griffin Marshall, the third baseman, bats seventh. Cashton Lamb, who was just in the field yesterday when these two teams played, he'll bat this time around, playing right field and bat eighth. And then Ray Guzman, yesterday's starting pitcher, plays second base and bats ninth. Around the infield for the Carl Albert Titans, it'll be in left field Mason Novotny, in center field It will be, did I write a second? Oh, it's Tylen Holman, the designated fielder, and then a right field will be Easton Perkins. In the infield, Sammy Gonzalez at third base. Hutch Russell plays short. Mr. Randall at second. First base is Kason White. Behind the plate, Easton Harless. And on the mound will be Declan Murphy. So we're just getting close to getting this one going, getting some final preparation here for the Titans. You know, Altus, they're ready. It's kind of a weird spot for the team that probably just played.
Yeah.
They're kind of thinking, like, let's go ahead and roll right into it.
For
whereas,
sure.
You know, Carl Albert's been having to wait for this game, so trying to make sure they're fully ready to go. And so we are just moments from getting this thing started between the Titans and the Bulldogs. Altus comes into play tonight, 23-14 on the season, coached by Jonathan Lamb. And the Titans 33-6, so this will be game 40 of the year. And, of course, are coached by Ryan Whiteley. So we're just moments away from getting this thing started. We'll go ahead and step aside for a quick break. And when we come back, we'll have first pitch, and we'll have the baseball. Carl Albert and Altus, a win sends the Titans to the state tournament. First pitch after this break on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Experience the best wash in town at Tommy's Express. You'll love our open and bright tunnels, easy loading flat belt conveyor, unlimited membership, and free vacuums and mat washers. Experience the difference and visit Tommy's Express today.
If you've lived in Oklahoma long enough, you'll know that we get extreme weather. With that extreme weather comes hail damage to your roof and an insurance claim. When that happens, there's not a better company to deal with on your insurance claim than Cantrell Roofing and Construction. Since 1987, Cantrell Roofing and Construction has proven to be the best in the business. And always remember, got hail? Call Cantrell.
Start a car mechanic shop.
Let's say we go to Scissor Tape.
Ready to go get some coffee?
Yeah, let's go.
You got it.
I think she was from
1,
State.
2, 3.
Woo!
Congratulations, Rose State College graduates.
Have you ever seen an insurance commercial and asked yourself, are they really telling me the truth? Well, guess what? They're not.
Somebody runs a red light, and you think all of a sudden their insurance company's going to be all neighborly about it? Insurance companies aren't in the business of saving you money. They're in the business of keeping your money.
So remember, save our number in your phone so when tragedy strikes, call Rob and Will.
Red Plains Plumbing has been offering reliable commercial and residential services to the OKC metro area for over a decade. From new construction and remodeling to residential repair, they can handle jobs of all sizes. When you need a trusted name in plumbing, it's Red Plains Plumbing. Family owned and operated. Phone 405-769-1922. That's 405-769-1922.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
All right, back at Bill Tipton Field. We are close to getting this thing going. Both teams are sitting here waiting, and Jared and I are trying to figure out what is the delay. There's no umpires on the field right now, so they'll be here shortly, I assume.
Yeah,
it's
play without them.
I have to imagine it's the same crew that did the last game.
Yeah,
so
I
maybe
believe
just
so.
Getting switched around, getting the gear switched from home plate and stuff like that. So we're close to getting this thing going. I misspoke before. It looks like Carl Albert's actually going to be the road team here on their own field. So I gave you the opposite lineup, so we'll go ahead and flip that around. Again, this is presented by Sherpa Moving. The starting lineup for the Titans offensively, because it looks like they're going to be hitting first in this game. Declan Murphy, your starting pitcher, is going to lead off. Sammy Gonzalez, the third baseman, bats second. Mr. Randall, the second baseman, bats third. Hutch Russell, the shortstop, bats cleanup. Tan Norman, the DH, the big lefty, in the 5th spot. Easton Perkins bats 6 hole. He's playing right field. Easton Harless, the catcher, bats 7th. Keeson White, the first baseman, bats 8th. Then Mason Novotny rounds it out in the 9 hole, and obviously playing left field. For Altus defensively, left field Deshaun Harvey, center field K.G. Schmidt, right field Cashton Lamb. In the infield, third base Griffin Marshall, shortstop Colton Gillespie, second base Ray Guzman, first base Brody Rogers, and then Tate Saxon is the catcher, and on the mound is Trent Carmen. So I think we're close to getting this thing started, although I still have not seen an umpire. You ever had this happen? Interesting spot. You just kind of get you're ready to go. Oh, I see some umpires scurrying on the right side. So
there we go.
We're close.
Yeah, they may have. I bet they gave them a game time to follow, and then I bet between the game, festivities went a little quicker than everybody expected. So
yeah, I think this may have had. I could be totally misremembering. I want to say last year in the state tournament. I remember maybe after the big rain delay in the title game or something that. We were kind of all ready to go, and there was no umpires. Like, well, wait, we can't do anything without an umpire. So you have a home plate umpire.
It's only right. It's only right for playoff baseball, though.
We were kind of talking before we came on the air. It's kind of you think of playoff baseball, you think of obviously the great games and winning championships, but also it's a lot of herky jerky on the schedule too.
Yeah.
A lot of between rain delays and games running long, and whoever else knows. There's always something.
Yeah, there's always some sort of delay or early or weather delay or something like that. It kind of builds up the theatrics.
We got our second umpire now, so we're in good shape. We're close to getting this thing started. Appreciate everyone being with us. It's been a great few days of baseball on OSN, the high school baseball playoffs. There is going to be, we know, a game tomorrow on OSN because Midwest City upset Noble last night. The Noble got them back today, so they're going to play tomorrow in a winner-take-all game. That'll be a good one, obviously, kind of just so much on the line there. So that'll be tomorrow, I think, 2 o'clock. Might want to check oksportsnet.com. We'll have the official start time posted at some point. But we'll have that game tomorrow. Jordan Ray and Tom Carpenter have been doing those Midwest City games. They had a great one last night. Bombers hit a grand slam. It was their only hit of the day, and they hit a grand slam to vault themselves over Noble and win that game last night. But the Bears got them back. They'll do a rubber match tomorrow for all the marbles, and that game will be on OSN. As for us here, if the Titans were to lose this game, 2 o'clock tomorrow, we would have that game. If the Titans take care of business, though, they're just on to the state tournament. Simple as that. You see a lot of teams, especially pitchers, throw a football around before. Is that a mechanics thing? You see that more and more. Cash Ferris doing off the left side. Obviously, he has a football background, but still, you see it more and more. I see it all the time.
Yeah, we did it plenty. I think there's a kind of a twofold reason for that. I think it's good for the arm, and I think it's a little bit less stress on your arm than throwing a baseball. And for me personally, it was kind of just the sake of messing around and having fun with your buddies a little bit and keeping it loose. As much stress and drama are on these games, the last thing you want is to be, uptight and too nervous. So at some points, anything to take your mind off of. You see some guys doing some hacky sack every now and then just to keep things loose and just go out and try and take care of business and enjoy it with your friends.
I can't remember which game it was earlier this year. For my other job, we get out to Eldon Mitchell Park a lot for the Sooners as Altus takes the field. I can't remember which game it was, but it was a brief delay because the football came out of the bullpen.
Oh, did it?
Like during the game. It was.
Yep, I'm sure.
I was like, all of a sudden there was a stoppage. I was like, what's happening? It was like, a football came out of the OU bullpen.
I'm sure
so
one of the guys were getting loose.
Yeah, they were throwing it around and so got away from somebody. Pretty funny. So we're close to getting this thing going. Altus is out there and taking his warm-up tosses is Trent Carmen, the third baseman, I believe, in yesterday's game. He's on the mound in this one. Guzman, like we said, who started yesterday, is playing second base today for Altus. He didn't catch that game yesterday. It was really a lot about Cash Ferris. Was absolutely dicing him up. Was sensational through 5 innings. Didn't give up any hits. Didn't walk anybody. And struck out 11. Only 2 base runners reached. They both were on defensive errors. Altus could not get anything going against Ferris. Doesn't get much easier today against Declan Murphy.
Yeah, no kidding.
But they'll have a chance to try and get out to a good start here. Kind of scary thing about being the home team for Altus is that you can be looking at a hole before you ever swing.
Yeah.
With the way this Titans lineup is. It's kind of the one benefit of being the road team, and it goes away quickly if you don't score. But if you score in the top of the first, you have a chance to jump up for the other team.
Yeah, that's immediate momentum, and I guarantee you that was Coach Whiteley's speech to these guys with them having to wait around all day and then even more of a delay to get ready to play. I bet the one, maybe bullet point was let's go out and get to a fast start and let's take care of business so we can make this easy and punch our ticket to the state tournament.
So Carmen's getting his final warm-up tosses in. Gives us a chance here real quick to thank our top-of-the-inning sponsor, see him in the corner of the screen, Buffalo Wild Wings, 5500 Tinker Diagonal in Del City. Come to Buffalo Wild Wings, support your favorite Mid-Del Spring sports team, download the team code on your phone. Show your waiter, our team will get 10% of the proceeds. So I think we are finally ready to get this game started.
Yeah, it looks like.
A bit of an adventure getting it going, but we are ready to go. Declan Murphy about to get into the box. Titans in the red jerseys today. Altus in their home whites as the home team. And we are all set. Appreciate you being with us on a Friday. Titans trying to move on back to the state tournament. First pitch from Carmen to Murphy is in there for a strike. And we're underway. A Titan win, and they move to the state tournament next week. Altus win, we do it again tomorrow, 2 o'clock, the scheduled first pitch of that one. As this pitch is fouled off by Murphy. First Bobby Lewis Insurance fouled ball of the game. Bobby Lewis Insurance, surprisingly great rates with 2 locations to serve you. In Choctaw at 405-281-6700. In Del City at 405-670-3665. 0-2 pitch is bounced in there, 1-2. One, two. Fought off the right side.
Good battle.
Got pretty good contact on that. That one, it smacked a vehicle down the right field line.
There's always a chance of that.
Yeah, I think that happened yesterday as well. I'm kind of parked like right behind the bark, so I've kind of thought about that last couple days. As that one misses 2-2. Hasn't happened yet, but it feels very, very possible.
Yeah. Keep our fingers crossed for you.
Life goes on. 2-2 now the count as Murphy battling back after falling behind 0-2. And he's got it all the way back full, so good job after falling behind to work it full.
Yeah, we've seen it a few times, but Declan's kind of got his work cut out for him, being the leadoff hitter and the starting pitcher. You see that a pretty good amount in high school, but he's certainly the right guy for it.
That one misses outside, so after getting ahead 0-2, Carmen walks the leadoff man. And the Titans have a early base runner for Sammy Gonzalez, the third baseman, who can certainly swing it. Going to have a courtesy runner for Murphy, which certainly helps things. Looks like it's going to be Jackson Webster, coming in to do the running for Ferris. For Murphy. As Gonzalez steps in the box with the man on first base in this top of the first. Outside edge for a strike. Webster leading off first just a little bit. That one bounces away, and he'll take off and get second easily. Talked about that yesterday. These Titans, as if, obviously the bats are what they are, and they're very good on the mound, but also on the bases. Really aggressive. They always seem to get a good jump on those types of plays.
Yeah. Yeah, they can score in a variety of ways, that's for sure.
So a man on second base in scoring position here in the first inning. Gonzalez, big swing and a miss. So it goes to 1-2. They'll check the runner back. Have to figure Gonzalez, if needed, probably an option to pitch today if you needed him to.
Yeah, you would think so. I think it's
haven't used him yet.
Kind of the type of game to pull out all the stops to try and take care of business today and avoid having to play tomorrow.
1-2, ground ball to the left side, right through the hole. Webster's going to round third. A throw will come into the plate. It's going to be wide of the mark. Webster slides home. RBI single for Sammy Gonzalez. And in 2 batters, the Titans lead it 1-0.
Yeah, that's about as picture perfect as you can look there. I think Webster may have been taken off on the pitch there.
Yeah, I think he
and
was.
Then perfectly hit it through the hole, and he just kept on running.
So Carl Albert jumps in front 1-0, 2 batters in, and that'll bring up Mr. Randall, the second baseman today. Saw him play first base yesterday. Gonzalez jumping back in, but the throw wide of the mark, and he's going to get to move over to second base. He's going to round it. He's going all the way to third. Long throw across the diamond. Gonzalez slides into third. So aggressive base running there, kind of like what I was just saying.
Absolutely.
He never even thought about that. He from the get-go thought, I can get third on this.
Yeah.
Didn't break stride around second base. And now you got a man on third with nobody out here for Randall. He'll take inside, 1-0. Throw back to the pitcher, got away, but Gonzalez will stay put. It's kind of exactly what we were talking about with getting into an early hole when you have to. You almost feel like if you're Altus, you maybe would have rather have been the road team.
Yeah,
have a chance to go get a lead maybe and go from there. Big swing and a miss by Randall. Evens it up at 1-1. It's been a great week for Carl Albert with the 2 games yesterday and then the Monday night win over Dell City. In total, 46-0 in 3 games this week.
It's a pretty good week.
That'll do. 1-2 after that pitch caught the inside edge on Randall. Carmen will try and get it out here. Outside edge. Missed. 2-2. Sam Gonzalez, they short lead off third. Randall ground ball foul off the left side.
Good battle.
Seeing that early, making Carmen really have to work for it here, not able to get that put-away pitch.
Yeah. Yeah, we've seen in games past, they do a pretty good job of that. They're certainly tough outs.
Bloop down the left field line will get foul. So they'll do it again. Randall making Carmen certainly work for it here. He's kind of piling up that pitch count in the first inning. 2-2 on the way. And that hit him right in the back. You could hear that thud up here.
Yep.
So Randall takes first base after getting hit in the back. That'll bring up Hutch Russell, the shortstop, with runners on the corners and nobody out. And this is just what the Titans do. They're the game just started, and they're on you already.
Yeah. You can't love this situation being out. You've already given up one. You got 2 more guys on base, and what some would say their best all-around hitter.
If there's anything I've learned, especially this week, having done these Carl Albert games, it's just not worth it to nibble against them.
No.
I mean, yes, they'll pound the ball. Don't get me wrong, but they're not going to chase that much, if at all. As Russell takes a strike, you're really just better off attacking them and then hoping your defense can get some outs for you.
For sure, and that's not just against them. You kind of got to keep that as a rule of thumb. If you're going to do anything, throw your best to make them earn it. You can't give away free bases.
0-1 coming here. He'll fake going to third and then step back over to first. Now we got time. Just getting going here. This is the top of the first. That's going to be a little confusing probably throughout. Titans are the road team on their home field. As this ball is ripped into right field, it's going to score at least a run on a sac fly. It will be caught out there in right field by Cashton Lamb. He'll throw it in. The runners will both move up. It's a sac fly for Hutch Russell. That ball was smoked.
Yeah, he hit that well. That was a really good play.
But Lamb able to pull it in for the first out, but it does the job, scores the run, makes it 2-0 Titans.
Yeah, and Mister moved up to second base there.
Yeah.
You don't often see a tag up from first to second base. That's really, really high IQ out of him.
So I'll bring up Tanner Norman, the DH. Lefty power hitter, can really let it eat when he gets an opportunity to. Missed outside, makes it 1-0. That one's in there, evens it back up. That one low, runner takes off, and Randall's going to get into third. Now he's going to take off third if the ball got away, and Randall's going to score.
Great base running.
One way to do it. So Randall steals third, and then the throw kind of got loose from Griffin Marshall, and it didn't take much. And again, kind of similar to what we saw with Sammy Gonzalez when he took first to third, just no hesitation. As soon as that got away, he got up and went. And he scores. So it's 3 first-inning runs for the Titans as Norman takes a big swing and a miss to get it back to 2-2.
Yeah, certainly a dream start here.
That one misses inside, and it's a full count on Tanner Norman. Full count. And misses outside. Norman draws a walk. So the only out so far was when Hutch Russell cranked one to right field.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's 5 quality at bats in a row.
Thinking the same. So here comes Easton Perkins. The right fielder had a bases clearing double in yesterday's game against the Bulldogs to get the offense going early. That foul ball, the car that got hit by the foul ball earlier is now no longer there. I don't know if it's a coincidence or if somebody saw that and said, all right, relocate. First pitch, just off. Goes 1-0. He'll check the runner, and again, it gets away as Norman diving back in. It might have hit him. And he moves up to second base. South is kind of hurting themselves here.
Yeah, we've mentioned before that, I know they're such a tough lineup to get out, but you got to do your best to make them earn their runs, and they've given away a couple of free ones already.
Walk, single, hit by pitch, sac fly, walk.
Yeah.
That one's in there, makes it 1-1.
But it's just like you were saying, they don't seem to chase a whole bunch, so you may as well stay over the plate and at least make them earn it.
That one bounces away, so Norman will move up to third. exactly an ideal top of the first here for the Bulldogs.
No.
Coach Jonathan Lamb have had a nice season. Honestly, 23 wins. Have played really well in this regional. Outside of the Carl Albert games, obviously. Took care of Shawnee twice, and Shawnee a solid program, solid team. And run ruled them yesterday, won handily today. But obviously the Titans are a bit of a different beast. 2-2. Fought off the right side. That'll get foul. And it'll land in the Altus bullpen. So we'll do it again. 2-2 with one away. Man on third base, one out here in the top of the first. Oh, boy, that just missed. Oh, they're going to say it actually got a piece. Or are they? No. Perkins was saying it. I thought the umpire was going to give it to him, but then he says no. So it goes full. 3-2. And he'll now loft this one out into left center. This one's got some carry. It's going to go all the way to the wall. So Perkins had that 3-run double yesterday in the first inning. Gets an RBI double in the first inning today. That ball was sent out there pretty good into deep left center.
Yeah, he crushed that.
That's better than a hit by pitch.
Yeah, no kidding.
And it's 4-0 Titans here in the top of the first. Perkins an RBI double. Plating Norman, who could have walked home backwards on that.
Yeah.
And that'll bring up Easton Harless, the catcher, trying to keep this thing going. Titans all over Trent Carmen right now here in the top of the first. They got 4 quick ones on him. That one up and in. Foul, ground ball to the left side, fielded at third, fire across and getting the out. Runner will move up. Good play there by Marshall at third base. Kind of tricked me a little bit off the bat for some reason. I think it was looking like that was going to get pulled foul.
Yeah, it looked like it was.
But it stayed on the right side of the line. Marshall cleaned it up and threw across. Good job by Perkins looking alive at second there to move up. So with 2 outs, here comes Kason White, the first baseman. Batting 8th with an RBI opportunity man on third and 2 outs. I want to go behind him. It's going to get loose, and there goes that RBI opportunity. Perkins will run home and score. And it's a 5-run first for Carl Albert. That one's on the outside edge, 1-1. Almost like a little bit of an opportunity for Carmen maybe to just kind of, all right, the 2 outs, nobody on base. Let's put the ball in the zone.
Yeah, kind of a reset.
Yeah. 5-0 lead for the Titans jumping out here early. It's walk, single, hit by pitch, sac fly, walk, double, and then the ground out there. Last at bat from Harless as a swing and a miss by White goes to 2-2. That one misses, and it's another full count. Don't have the luxury of a pitch count, but it's got to be high.
Yeah, you would think
He's
so.
He's on a lot of pitches.
Yeah, they've grinded out some long at-bats.
Yeah. We've had a few full counts. Big swing and a miss, so he strikes him out to end the inning, but not after the Titans go for 5 runs on 2 hits. The sac fly from Hutch Russell mixed in there as well. And at the end of a half an inning, the Titans in control early, 5-0. We'll take a break. Altus will get their first hacks after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Experience the best wash in town at Tommy's Express. You'll love our open and bright tunnels, easy loading flat belt conveyor, unlimited membership, and free vacuums and mat washers. Experience the difference and visit Tommy's Express today.
If you've lived in Oklahoma long enough, you'll know that we get extreme weather. With that extreme weather comes hail damage to your roof and an insurance claim. When that happens, there's not a better company to deal with on your insurance claim than Cantrell Roofing and Construction. Since 1987, Cantrell Roofing and Construction has proven to be the best in the business. And always remember, got hail? Call Cantrell.
All right, back at Bill Tipton Field, we're headed to the bottom of the first, and a look at Declan Murphy, who misses up and away on his first pitch to the Altus leadoff man, K.G. Schmidt. Counts 1-1 here for Murphy to Schmidt, fouled straight back. Just not a lot of teams that obviously have, this deep into a regional when you're playing your third game to have a guy like Declan Murphy to throw out there. They haven't had to use Sammy Gonzalez either.
For sure. Yeah, they certainly have plethora of options on the mound, that's for sure.
1-2 pitch is popped up. Might be playable. Looks like it will be for Harless, and he can't quite pull it in. Those plays are so tough.
Yeah, they are.
Right behind the plate catcher. He decided to keep the mask on there. You surprised by it? Is that you automatically take it off? Not necessarily. You have any idea
it's kind of a timing thing. If you can get up and get your eyes on it, you don't want to wrestle with trying to take it off. But if you can get up in time and rip it off quickly, that's probably the smart thing to do because it kind of gets in the way. But nonetheless, a tough play.
1-2 is ripped out into right center. That's going to get down in front of Holman. So it's a leadoff single for K.G. Schmidt. And so after 10 no-hit innings yesterday in the two games, first batter is a base hit today. Go figure.
Yeah, it seems about right.
Yeah, that's baseball for you. So Murphy gives up the leadoff single to Schmidt. Brings up Colton Gillespie, the shortstop. I feel like anytime you see a shortstop who wears number 2, you just assume it's a Derek Jeter thing.
Yeah, you would think that's kind of the inspiration behind it. He was certainly my favorite player.
Gets ahead 0-1 on Gillespie, the shortstop with his bright pink bat. Swing and a miss. That was nasty. Kind of a little bit of a quicker step, it seemed like, on that delivery.
Maybe a quicker delivery to try and hold him off from stealing second.
Yeah, we'll check on him. And Schmidt dives back in. Oh, 2 pitch. Bounces it outside. 1-2. To Gillespie, the shortstop, batting second. Schmidt, the leadoff single here for Altus in the bottom of the first. After the Titans go for 5 in the top half. 1 win putting them into the state tournament. This one will bounce away. Schmidt's going to take off and try to take second, and he will get in there. Good throw by Harless, but with as far as it got away, and Schmidt, pretty good runner.
Yeah.
Able to get in there. So a man in scoring position here early for the Bulldogs. Against Murphy. 2-2. That one's popped up. Should be playable at the mound. Murphy's going to take it himself, it looks like, and he does. So Murphy, obviously, who plays a lot of shortstop, comfortable fielding that himself.
Yeah.
And there's one gone for the opposing pitcher, Trent Carmen, batting third for the Bulldogs. Schmidt stuck there second base on that pop-up. And that one catches the outside edge for a strike. Big cut and a miss. Ooh, Carmen went down after the swing. What happened on that?
Until it looks like he's down pretty bad.
Yeah, Carmen looks to be in a lot of discomfort. He went down in a heap as soon as he swung the bat on that. I'm not sure if I've ever seen anything quite like that. That was very unusual. Hopefully he's all right. He seems to be in some pain. I can't tell what he hurt.
Yeah, that was weird. I'm curious what happened. Maybe cleat got caught in the dirt or something like that.
It was on a high, it looked like fastball. He just swung right underneath it and immediately went down. And it was in some pain, discomfort. We'll go ahead and step aside here while they attend to Carmen. Unusual play. Hopefully he's all right. We'll give you an update after this break here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Yeah, you got it. Let's go. Travis! What business do you want to start?
I want to start a car mechanic shop.
Let's say we go to Scissor Tape.
Ready to go get some coffee?
Yeah, let's go.
You got it.
I think she was from
One,
Rose State.
2, 3.
Woo-hoo!
Congratulations, Rose State college graduates.
Have you ever seen an insurance commercial and ask yourself, are they really telling me the truth? Well, guess what? They're not.
Somebody runs a red light, and you think all of a sudden their insurance company's going to be all neighborly about it? Insurance companies aren't in the business of saving you money. They're in the business of keeping your money.
So remember, save our number in your phone so when tragedy strikes,
Call Rob and Will.
Red Plains Plumbing has been offering reliable commercial and residential services to the OKC metro area for over a decade. From new construction and remodeling to residential repair, they can handle jobs of all sizes. When you need a trusted name in plumbing, it's Red Plains Plumbing. Family owned and operated. Phone 405-769-1922. That's 405-769-1922.
Where sports is our middle name. We are the Oklahoma Sports Network.
All right, back here at Bill Tipton Field. So, yeah, it looked like Carmen, he was helped off not putting anything on that right leg. So, hard to say, obviously, for certain. You don't want to speculate on injuries or anything like that. But right on the swing, you were saying maybe a cleat stuck in the dirt type of a thing. So hopefully he's all right. That's a tough blow, obviously, for Altus, as that's their starting pitcher, first off, and then also one of their bigger bats, batting third. So a huge blow for Altus here, and they'll have to replace him. And it looks like who is going to at least hit for him. We'll figure out the pitching part of it in the next inning. But Cole Adams, number 20, is going to hit here. So a lot to figure out for Coach Lamb.
Yeah,
now.
it looks like he took a pretty good cut at that swing, but I think the bottom of his metal cleats got caught in the dirt and his knee kind of rotated in. So I certainly hope he's okay.
So back to it. Cole Adams steps into the box and he takes strike 3. So a Dynamic Health Clinic strikeout for Declan Murphy, our first of the day, as probably a smart pitch there, knowing pinch hitters coming in. Let me just give him something right away.
Yeah, tough position to come into.
Yeah, very. So 2 gone, and a man on second here for Deshaun Harvey, the left fielder. He'll take a big cut and a miss, falls behind 0-1. That previous strikeout presented by Dynamic Health Clinic. At Dynamic Health Clinic, Dr. Coffin specializes in athletic injuries. Able to get athletes back in action very quickly using a system called Advanced Muscle Integration. Play better, recover faster. At Dynamic Health Clinic. 0-1 on the outside edge, 0-2 now. And Murphy's a strike away from working a scoreless first, have given up that leadoff single. And he'll step off. Oh, 2 coming. Big swing and a miss. He got him down and in. A nasty pitch, but the throw down to first is high. It goes over White. Harvey will get back to first. A good job by Perkins in right field. Excuse me, not Perkins. He played right field yesterday. No, it is right. It is Perkins. My mistake. Who made that? He ran down that ball and got it in quickly to hold Schmidt at third.
Yeah, saved a run there.
Yeah. But the inning keeps going as now Brody Rogers comes up. He's a guy with some power, first baseman, with a couple guys on. And kind of new life here for Altus after the inning. Obviously, you thought it was over on the strikeout, and now Rogers ahead 1-0.
Yeah, you'd think they'd want to take advantage of that right here.
Check the runner. He'll dive back in. That's a really good play by Perkins in right field, though. Coming over
it was.
And backing that play up because Schmidt rounded third hard, but Perkins came in quickly and got the ball back to the infield and held him there. I mean, you're thinking, when that first happens, you're thinking he's scoring easily.
Yeah, you would think so. But those small plays add up this time of year, so excellent job being there.
1-1 pitch. That one missed. Harvey got pretty far off the bag. So it's 2-1 now. Runners on the corners here, 2 outs in the bottom of the first. Altus trying to get right back in it. They could do that with the ball in the gap here. Maybe get 2 runs back.
Yeah.
Check the runner again. That was pretty close. But Harvey's back in safely. I think our bottom inning sponsor, which is Rose State College. Saving money on college is easy at Rose State. Concurrent enrollment allows students to earn up to 27 tuition-free hours of college credit while still in high school. Apply today at rose.edu/concurrent. Foul ball straight back. So once again, Murphy a strike away from getting out of this. Checking both runners. 2-2 pitch coming from Declan Murphy. Bounces it in. Runner will take off. It's a delayed double steal here, and they're going to steal a run on this. Schmidt's going to score from third after Harvey swiped the bag at second.
Yeah, that one hurts to give up, especially after a drop third strike was the third out.
So for the first time in this postseason, somebody gets a run against the Titans. And it's now 5-1. 3-2 pitch here, meanwhile, to Rogers, misses inside. And the inning continues. That error looming large right now because obviously the run is the run. I mean, you feel pretty good about your offense.
Yeah.
But a lot of extra pitches on Murphy here.
For sure.
So that'll bring up Tate Saxon, the catcher, with runners on first and second base and 2 outs in this very long first inning. Runner takes off going for third. Meanwhile, a ball is looped into right field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Harvey rounds third. He will score. Meanwhile, Rogers gets kind of caught in between second and third, and they throw him out. So 2 nice plays by Perkins in the inning to keep it from being potentially worse. But nevertheless, 2-run score for the Bulldogs in their first swings on a couple of hits. And at the end of an inning, it's Carl Albert 5, Altus 2 on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed, because your success is our success.
Experience the best wash in town at Tommy's Express. You'll love our open and bright tunnels, easy loading flat belt conveyor, unlimited membership, and free vacuums and mat washers. Experience the difference and visit Tommy's Express today.
All right, back to Bill Tipton Field in Midwest City after a eventful first inning. Has the Titans ahead 5-2. It'll be 9-1-2 due up for the Titans here in their second swings. Novotny Murphy Gonzalez. The new pitcher on the mound for Altus will be K.G. Schmidt. He replaces Carmen, who, if you missed it, got injured on a swing attempt in the bottom of the first and had to come out of the game, and he's not obviously going to continue to pitch now, so it's going to be K.G. Schmidt coming in from center field to pitch. Schmidt closed out the last game for Altus against Shawnee just before this one, so he pitched not that long ago, the lefty, and he'll have to go against this daunting Titans lineup, which is about to turn over after Novotny. Unusual first inning. That inning had a lot of weird things going on.
Yeah, it did. You got to think they aren't too pleased with those 2 runs being given up.
Sure.
So you'd bet they're going to try and get those back here.
And both after the drop third strike and the throw, So we go to the second. Schmidt's first pitch to Novotny misses low. Novotny, who got his postseason off to about as fun of a start as possible yesterday with that inside the park homer in the win over John Marshall.
Yeah, that was
misses
cool.
High. 2-0 pitch is cut on and missed.
Good cut.
It's at 2-1. That one just off, makes it 3-1. I want to go behind him. And so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second. So that'll bring up Declan Murphy. He walked his first time. He's got a man on here. Murphy drew the walk and then had Webster run for him, who went on to score. Who gets the run in that? Does Murphy get it for getting on base, or does Webster get it since he was actually on base?
Yeah, that'll be Webster. It's the guy who crosses home. He gets credit for the walk, but doesn't get credit for the run.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a weird deal with doing courtesy and pinch runners.
This ball's ripped right up the middle. It'll get through. Base hit for Murphy. Novotny moves up to second. He'll stay there. So it's a single for Declan Murphy. And it puts runners on first and second with nobody out here for Sammy Gonzalez. Gonzalez ripped an RBI single through the second third base hole on the left side in his first trip. Played to Webster, who will come in and run for Murphy again. What a tough spot this is for Schmidt, by the way, on the mound. I mean, you're not expecting to come into the game this early.
Yeah.
As that first pitch misses. Gonzalez showing bunt. And he will take up high for a ball. 2-0 now on the Big-time hitter Sammy Gonzalez.
Yeah.
Have to figure if there was a game tomorrow that Gonzalez would probably be your starting pitcher in that game. The bunt, he does get it down. That was awkward looking, but it gets the job done. Runners move up. Went right in front of the plate.
Yeah. Yeah, it looked like Sammy didn't quite take off out of the box. He may have thought it was going to be foul, but
I think
it just
he did, yeah.
trickled out into fair territory and got the job done.
I think, it went right off the plate, and he just kind of looked at it like, oh, that is fair, sure enough, because it was right. Couldn't have been a baseball length or so in front of the plate. So 2 guys in scoring position now for Mr. Randall with one away. Randall got hit by the pitch the first time, and this one's going to be wide of the mark. Taking off from third and scoring is Novotny. He's way too fast to get him on that. And so the Titans get one of those runs right back, and it's 6-2. Randall took a ball from Carmen right off the number 9 on his jersey. So he'll be looking for a less painful AB here, and he's going to loft this one into deep center. That should score the run. Caught by Harvey, took over in center field. Long throw in, and easily going to score is Webster. So a sac fly for Randall. And those 2 runs that Altus got, Titans get him right back. And it's 7-2 Titans.
Yeah, that's exactly what they were looking to do there.
I feel like I've seen that a lot this week, too, for Carlisle. When it's a guy on third and less than 2 outs, just getting a ball out to the outfield. Get that run. A lot of these guys on Coral Albert can obviously move on the bases. Not a ton of arms in high school baseball that are going to gun you out if you get a good jump.
No, select few here and there, but certainly don't see it all the time.
That one misses inside on Hutch Russell, the cleanup hitter. He, like we just saw from Randall, hit a sac fly in his first at bat. It was a loud sac fly. He really drove it out there to right field. Off the bat, I thought it might be trouble.
Yeah, he put a good swing on that one.
Of course, hit that rocket moonshot homer yesterday to dead center over the batter's eye.
Yeah, he crushed that one. I actually I shot him a text after the game and told him, good job on the homer and all that stuff, and he goes, that's about as good as I can hit a baseball.
Yeah, it's a good feeling.
So, yeah, he definitely caught that one good.
Final game, you would think, for him, obviously, if they can do what they're hoping to do, and they're off to a good start, 7-2. Final game for him on this field, all these seniors. Big swing and a miss. Obviously, you already had your senior night. That was Monday. We were here for that game, but still a little different feeling when you walk off that field knowing that was it.
Absolutely. Yeah, they've all had a lot of really, really cool memories on this field.
Yeah. Count is full on Russell. Schmidt's 3-2 pitch is ripped to right field. It's well foul, but, man, he turned on that. That was all the way into the parking lot. Is it going to hit a car? It did. Might be a dent. Not a broken window, maybe a dent.
Are we 2 for 2 on foul balls hitting cars out there?
Yeah, like a real the ones that had a chance to.
Yeah.
As that one misses high. So Russell draws the walk. Now to bring up Tanner Norman. He walked his first time for the lefty-lefty matchup here against Schmidt.
He can certainly do some damage himself.
Mm-hmm. Russell dives back in. How does Norman do in these lefty-lefty matchups? Seems like a lot of times, obviously, generally speaking, at all levels of baseball, that's like the toughest matchup is left on left.
Yeah, it seems like.
This one bounces away. Russell will easily advance. .5A regional baseball on the Oklahoma Sports Network. If the Titans win this game, they're on to the state tournament next week. Should Altus find a way to get the job done, it'll be a winner-take-all game tomorrow at 2 o'clock back on this field. We don't have at least one of those games tomorrow, as Midwest City and Noble are going to play a winner-take-all game tomorrow on OSN. I believe that's a 2 o'clock first pitch, but I would check on it, and they're going to say that's a balk on Schmidt. So I'll move the runner up.
Looks like he didn't quite come set long enough there.
Pitch doesn't count, so it'll stay 2-0, but Russell moves to third base with 2 outs. And that one misses outside. Throw down to third, and it gets away. And so Russell will trot home and score easily. That was just an unforced error. Russell was not nearly far enough off the bag to actually throw him out.
No, that throw seems a bit unnecessary, but Carlisle will certainly take the run.
So it counts 3-0 on Norman, up 8-2. Well, the second inning, though, see if they give him the green light. And we'll never know as he goes outside. It's another walk. So Norman's been on base both times with a pair of walks. They'll bring up Easton Perkins, who ripped a double in his first at bat, deep into left center, went off the wall. Interesting little delivery there. Didn't get the call. Thought he should have. Must have missed high. I think it was right down the middle.
Yeah, it looked like a good pitch.
That's another balk. All righty. We are cooking here.
Yes, looks like he's not quite coming set long enough.
And Coach Lamb's going to come out and talk to his pitcher as his second balk moves Norman into scoring position. And they'll have a conversation on the mound. Perkins will step off to the left and talk to Harless a little bit. Just moving it. So conversation on the mound here, just trying to probably get Schmidt, calm him down a little bit, a couple of balks, and obviously walking the last couple of batters here. Try to settle him down a little bit.
Yeah.
As the Titans are certainly doing what they do right now, up 8-2. They scored 5 in the first, 3 here in the second. The Bulldogs did a good job to get themselves back in it, getting 2 on the board in the bottom of the first. But Titans have already got that one back and then another as they lead it by 6 here in just the second inning. Josh Calloway, Jared Price with you on a Friday evening at Bill Tipton Field. State tournaments to start next Thursday. Start crowning some champions a week from tomorrow. So 1-0 the count here on Perkins. That one's in there, makes it 1-1. Fought off the right side. Bobby Lewis foul ball, makes it 1-2. One-two pitch. That one misses high and away. Evens it back up at 2 apiece. That one also off. And the count now runs full through on its second. Norman back in. So the count runs full on Perkins. Tough spot for Altus, too, on the mound. When you talk about how tough it is when you lose your pitcher after one inning on an injury when he's hitting.
For sure.
But then also, you take consider the fact they played 2 games yesterday, second game today.
Yep.
A lot of innings to cover.
Yeah, no kidding.
Schmidt will check the runner again, back in. That one misses high. It's another walk. So having a hard time finding the zone right now is Schmidt.
Yep.
And we got runners on first and second. 2 gone for Easton Harless. He grounded out to third his first time. He'll have to ditch the catcher's gear as he's going to have another at bat. That's 3 straight walks. Ball smoked down the left field line. They'll get foul. He turned on that thing. That one misses up and away. Ball gets away, but he'll corral it, keep the runners put. Saw the Titans do this a little bit yesterday. A lot of runs on the board without that many hits. They just aren't going to make themselves make outs. They're not going to get themselves out, I guess what I'm trying to say. Only 3 hits in this game, but 8 runs on the board. That's a lot of walks. As that one missed to go 2-1.
Yeah, they just seem to grind out some tough at-bats and make you pay when you give them free bases.
I got 6 walks by my count.
Wow.
In these 2 innings. Big swing and a miss there. Gets it back to 2-2. So again, Schmidt's a strike away from navigating out of this inning. Similarly to what we saw with Carmen in the first. A lot of pitches.
Yeah.
2-2. Fought off the right side again. Continuing to battle.
Yeah, they all pretty much do a good job of that.
You got to make a good pitch to get them. 2-2. It's looped into center field. Harvey getting back on it, and he will make the play. So well hit, but Harvey able to run it down to end the inning. But the Titans score 3. They take an 8-2 lead with them into the middle of the second. Altus back in the box after this break on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Yeah, you got it. Let's go.
Miranda.
What business do you want to start?
I want to start a car mechanic shop.
Let's say we go to Scissor Tape.
Ready to go get some coffee?
Yeah, let's go.
You got it.
I think she was from
1,
Rose State.
2, 3.
Woohoo!
Congratulations, Rose State college graduates.
Have you ever seen an insurance commercial and asked yourself, are they really telling me the truth? Well, guess what? They're not.
Somebody runs a red light, and you think all of a sudden their insurance company's going to be all neighborly about it? Insurance companies aren't in the business of saving you money. They're in the business of keeping your money.
So remember, save our number in your phone so when tragedy strikes,
Call Rob and Will.
All right, back at Bill Tipton Field. Josh Callaway, Jared Price with you on the Oklahoma Sports Network. We go to the bottom of the second. Carl Albert leading Altus 8-2 in this 5A regional game. Titans win. They're on to the state tournament. For Altus, season on the line here. Bulldogs need to win this game and then turn around and beat the Titans again tomorrow. That would be a 2 p.m. first pitch if we needed it. And the result of that is from these two teams met yesterday, Carl Albert winning that one, which story like we kind of talked about earlier, Cash Ferris, 5 no-hit innings, no walks allowed either. Would have been perfect if not for a couple defensive errors. 11 strikeouts, he was phenomenal. That set the Titans up going into today, needing just 1 win to move on. And they're off to a good start, up 8-2 as we go to the bottom of the second. So for the Bulldogs, it'll be 7-8-9 due up. Griffin Marshall, the third baseman, leading off. And he'll take up high 1-0. Kind of a weird, disjointed first inning for Murphy.
Yeah, it was.
Kind of talked about that. He obviously had to sit around for a long time, which you don't normally do on your home field.
No.
You get to just get right out there. Had to wait around through a long top of the first. Then had the injury to Carmen, which created a pretty good delay. This ball's fought off the right side foul, 1-2. Just never seemed like he was able to quite get into a rhythm. And even so, he would have got out of it scoreless. But to drop third strike thrown into right field, just kind of a weird inning. Ground ball to short, fielded by Hutch Russell. He'll pick up and fire across. Got him. So a nice textbook play there by Russell, who's fielded, how many, thousands of grounders on this field? Tens of thousands?
I'm sure he has.
So leadoff man retired. That'll bring up Cashton Lamb, the right fielder. Didn't see him hit yesterday in this game. He was the just the designated fielder in the game yesterday. And he'll take outside 1-0. That ball's ripped into left field and a base hit. Maybe should have been in the lineup. So a leadoff single, kind of funny. Altus got no hit yesterday, obviously, and the guy who was just playing defense comes out and ropes the single. First time I see him. So it's a 1-out knock for Lamb. Puts a man on for Ray Guzman, the second baseman. Was the starting pitcher in yesterday's game between these two. He's got a man on. Big swing and a miss, 0-1. Shows you the power that making walking batters and things like that can do. We're even in hits.
Yeah.
And we're not even on the board.
No.
That one's in there, 0-2. Nice pitch by Murphy. And he's ahead on Guzman, 0-2. The leadoff man, Schmidt, who's now the pitcher in this game, waiting on deck. Murphy will set and fire, 0-2. Just fought off the right side. Did not like he saw that one well, but did a good job to get the bat on it. Oh, misses outside, 1-2. What do you think the order will be if Carl Albert wins this into the state tournament next week? You think it depends on matchups a little bit there? Do you think they try to save Ferris for a semifinal or even final as he gets a strikeout here?
Yeah, that's kind of a hard line to mess with. There's one thought process to think about that, and another thought process of kind of the old saying of if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And they won 3 games, and last year with the same 3 guys, you would think they'd do a similar lineup, and it's hard to think about saving guys because you don't win that first game.
It doesn't matter.
You're saving them for nothing. So I would bet they would roll out Cash Ferris that first round and then kind of figure out what they want to do from there.
Remember when I was younger, I'm from Owasso, Oklahoma, up in Tulsa.
Yeah.
And when I was, I don't know how old, like middle school age somewhere, we had this guy who most people know by the name of Dylan Bundy.
Absolutely.
And I remember, I can't remember the season, but it was his senior year, whatever year that was. They used him in the semifinals, and obviously he dominated, and they won the game. But then they lost the championship game the next day, and it was a kind of a big question of should they use him in the semis or save him for the final, and they ended up using the semis. And who knows what would have happened if they didn't. Maybe they lose the semi.
Yeah.
But that was a big question mark of should we save him for the championship. I think it was against Broken Arrow.
Yeah.
And they decided to go and use him, and he was great like he always was. The ERA was microscopic. So it's tough. There's not really you can argue it kind of any which way you want. In there makes it 1-2, so Murphy's a strike away from working a scoreless inning.
Yeah, when we were playing, our head coach, Wayne Dozier, he always said, whoever's available, we're going to do whatever we have to do to win the game at hand. And I think they're going to try and do the same thing.
Chop to the right side. Randall comes over and scoops it. Underhand toss to White, and that'll end the inning. So it's a scoreless inning for Murphy, working around that 1-out single by Lamb. After 2, it's Carl Albert 8, Altus 2 on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Experience the best wash in town at Tommy's Express. You'll love our open and bright tunnels, easy loading flat belt conveyor, unlimited membership, and free vacuums and mat washers. Experience the difference and visit Tommy's Express today.
If you've lived in Oklahoma long enough, you'll know that we get extreme weather. With that extreme weather comes hail damage to your roof and an insurance claim. When that happens, there's not a better company to deal with on your insurance claim than Cantrell Roofing and Construction. Since 1987, Cantrell Roofing and Construction has proven to be the best in the business. And always remember, got hail? Call Cantrell.
right, move to the top of the third. Josh Calloway, Jared Price on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Titans leading the Altus Bulldogs 8-2. Got 8-9-1 due up here in this frame for the Titans. Kason White will lead it off. Novotny after him, and then back to the top with Declan Murphy. First pitch to White is outside 1-0. Still Schmidt as we go to the second. Can't imagine Schmidt's going to be able to go the whole length of this thing with how many pitches he had to throw in the second. He also pitched in the last game, but we'll see. I guess we'll take it inning by inning. White's ahead of him 2-0. White struck out swinging his first time. In the driver's seat this time around, though, ahead 3-0. That one will miss. So a 4-pitch walk to open the top of the third.
Another free base.
Yeah, the walks are piling up.
Yeah.
Let's see, that is
Could be 7, maybe 8.
7. Okay. 7 walks, I believe. And this guy's one of them. Mason Novotny walked his first time up. This one will bounce away. White will take off and get to second. So Schmidt having a hard time finding the plate here as we start the third. 5 straight balls. That one catches the edge, 1-1. That one will miss as well. 2-1 now. And now 3-1. So having a hard time.
Yeah, he's struggling a little bit.
Getting that ball in the zone. And last thing we want to do is put a couple guys on for the top of the order. One more bow and he'll do just that. 3-1 misses high. So first and second now, nobody out for the top of the order and Declan Murphy. Pretty clear this, you have to kind of figure it out with each umpire, right? And that this home plate umpire not giving a lot high.
No, it doesn't look like.
It's tight in that spot.
Yeah.
That's where a lot of these are missing.
Yeah.
It's down the plate, but it's just too tall. So here's Declan Murphy. He'll show bunt and take it for a strike. Murphy walked his first time and then singled up the middle in his second trip. So he's been on base a couple of times. Murphy shows bump but pulls it back. And he's ahead 2-1. Carl Albert leading Altus 8-2 here in the top of the third. They are the visiting team on their home field. As Murphy's now ahead 3-1. Schmidt's in danger of walking the bases loaded here to open the third. It's a 5A regional matchup. The winner here, if it's the Titans, that's another balk. That's the third balk we've seen. If it's the Titans, we'll go to the state tournament. Altus will have to turn around and try to win again tomorrow, but that's certainly looking like a tall task right now. That's a third balk on Schmidt in these last couple of innings. So now you got 2 guys in scoring position here with 1 out, and that ball misses inside. White will take off from third and score. Murphy, meanwhile, will just trot down to first on the walk. So Murphy's been on all 3 times. All 3 times it's been Webster running for him. He'll come in now. And it's 9-2 Titans.
Yeah, he may be getting a little bit tired. He's having a really hard time to find the strike zone here.
Might be seeing a change here soon. We'll see what direction Lamb goes. They are making a change. Looks like they're going to bring in whoever that is. Hard to tell from here. So we're going to have another pitching change here with a couple guys on. We'll step aside while the new pitcher gets warmed up, and then we'll tell you who it is and see if the Titans can keep this thing rolling. They lead it by a touchdown, 9-2 on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Red Plains Plumbing has been offering reliable commercial and residential services to the OKC metro area for over a decade. From new construction and remodeling to residential repair, they can handle jobs of all sizes. When you need a trusted name in plumbing, it's Red Plains Plumbing. Family owned and operated. Phone 405-769-1922. That's 405-769-1922.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Back at Bill Tipton Field in Midwest City, Oklahoma. 5A Regionals on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Carl Albert leads at 9-2 on their home field. New pitcher for the Altus Bulldogs would be Cashton Lamb, who was in right field to start this game. The outfield's kind of gotten jumbled around as they've made changes, but he's now on the mound. Is Lamb. Schmidt, the pitcher, goes back out to center, which is where he started this game. And so we'll see if Lamb can attack the zone and try to get some outs here. As obviously, just more than anything, it looked like Schmidt just, like you kind of said, just run out of gas. Yeah, he pitched earlier, so.
Yeah, it looked like he got a little bit tired. He was struggling to find the strike zone.
So we'll see what happens here as Sammy Gonzalez comes up with runners on the corners and nobody gone in the third. Gonzalez singled his first time and then bunted, sacrifice his second time. 5 in the first, 3 in the second, 1 so far here in the third for the Titans, and certainly in good shape to do some more. Runner takes off, throw back to third, and that'll be a steal easily for Webster. Didn't see it. He called that a strike?
I believe so.
Yeah, it's like they put ball on
the
board.
Was it? Okay. Looked like a good pitch.
Certainly not helping things for Altus is the home plate blue here. He's a little tight zone. Line. Another one, and I looked inside, but actually it's okay. So it's a 1-1 on the board. So he did call that first one. Now 2-1.
It's a good chance for Sammy to put it really out of reach here.
Mm-hmm. Big cut and a miss.
He was certainly trying to.
Yeah, that was a bad intentions hack right there. Goes to 2-2. That one bounces in, so the count runs full again. We've seen a lot of this. Full counts.
Yeah, they will grind out at that.
Just not willing to leave the zone, even in a game that, it's only the third inning, but they're up by 7. You're feeling good about it.
Yeah.
Still not getting out of their approach. This ball is looped into right field. That should be playable. It'll be caught. Will work as a sac fly, though, as Novotny will come home and score. So it's a sac fly for Sammy Gonzalez. And it's another 10 spot for Carl Albert. They lead at 10-2. Webster also advanced to third on that. So man on third, one gone for Mr. Randall. Randall was hit by a pitch the first time and then got a sac fly, but he won't have the opportunity this time as wild pitch is going to let Webster trot home. And it's 11-2 Titans.
I mean, you mentioned the score being 11-2, and you'll still look up there, and it's still 3-3 in the hit column,
I know,
which
it's
is crazy.
It's crazy. Everybody's batting average is getting a pretty good pump today because a lot of the outs have been productive outs.
Yes.
A lot of sac flies.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of doing a quick scan. It is very few outs. True just outs.
Yeah.
And this one's going to get booted through the left side. I think that's probably an error on Marshall, maybe. It's kind of hard to tell. Got kicked through. I can give him the hit for it. Maybe not.
I feel like you got to favor the home team there and give your guy the hit.
So it's an error on somebody, and it allows Randall to reach with one gone for Hutch Russell. We'll take outside 1-0. Russell, a sac fly his first time, and then he walked in his next time, so he's still 0 for 0 in the official AB's column. Pickoff attempt, diving back in is Randall. Titans lead it by 9, 11-2. Here on their home field. Trying to punch their ticket to state tournament. Certainly look to be well on their way to doing that. That's a cut and a miss, fouled off straight back. Up and over the fence. One misses, 2-1. Ripped to the right side, base hit right through the infield for Hutch Russell. He turned on that one, clean line drive, single. As Randall will move up to third. And runners on the corners with one gone. Been some nice swings from Russell in this game.
Yeah, there has been.
So we smoked that one right through the infield. Clean knock.
Yeah,
Fourth hit for the Titans.
Another aggressive display of base running there out of the mister.
Yep, he was right on it. So here comes Tanner Norman. He has walked both times. Altus has been very careful with the big lefty. And he's got a chance to get an RBI here with a couple guys on. One gone. That one catches the outside edge, 0-1. And a pop into center field. That's going to be plenty deep to score the run. So another productive out here. As it's pulled in by Schmidt, he'll fire it into the infield. But Randall comes trotting home from third. It's a sac fly to dead central for Tanner Norman. And the Titan lead has now reached double digits at 12-2.
Yeah, another one of those quality outs you were talking about.
Yeah, been a lot of that. That's the fourth sac fly of the game. That seems like a really high number of sac flies. 4 in 3 innings.
Yeah, it seems like they've always had runners on third because of a plethora of free bases, and they're being really, really aggressive on the base paths.
That one misses up. Russell will get back into first. This is Easton Perkins at the dish. He doubled his first time and walked his second time. As the Titans lead it by a 10 spot, 12-2 on their home field. That one low and away. Runner taken off for second, and Russell will get in with a stolen bag. Might have been close if he got a chance to get that tag down.
Yeah, it seemed like, but another example of some aggressive base running there.
Yeah.
They just put so much pressure on the defense.
So a man in scoring position here for Perkins. And it's fouled straight back. 2-1. Runner takes off. Meanwhile, it's a ground ball to short, fielded by Gillespie. He'll fire across, and it can't be dug out by Harvey. It'll get away. Russell will score from third, and it's 13-2 Titans. Gonna have to give an error on that one.
Yeah, you'd think so.
I don't know if it's on the throw or first base. It kind of short hopped it in, so I'm inclined to think throw. And yeah, that's going to go E6 officially.
Number 11, Easton Harless.
So here comes Easton Harless. You know he wants to come through. He's 0 for 2 in this game. Ground out and a fly out.
Yeah, he's going to look to put a good swing on the ball here.
Throw back at the runner diving back in. It's the fourth error officially charged against Altus. And this is high 1-0.
If you give away this many free bases and don't make the routine outs, you're going to be in a world of hurt.
Now 2-0. One thing to Lamb's credit, and I know he's behind 2-0 here, but has been attacking a little better.
Yeah.
Last 5 hitters, sac fly, E5, single, sac fly, E6. So the defense hasn't really been helping him out, but he's getting the ball in play. Gets it back to 2-1 here if that one catches the edge. That ball's ripped into left field. Should be playable. Maybe not. It's going to go over his head. And over the fence. Home run. 2-run shot for Easton Harless. I got deked in left field by, I'm not sure who that is out there. Harvey.
It looked like he may have thought he could have
It
had
looked
a beat
like he
on
had
it.
it, and all of a sudden he looked up like, no, I do not. So a 2-run shot for Easton Harless. And it's 15-2. Wow.
Yeah, he crushed that one.
I mean, it looked good. Off the bat, it felt like he got it pretty good. But, yeah, I got deked in left field. He kind of was camped underneath it. I thought, okay, he's got a beat on it. That cleared the fence easily.
Yeah. Yeah, he hit that one well.
So the 2-run shot brings up Kason White, who lofts this one into center. Schmidt looks to have a beat on it, and he will pull it in to end the inning. But not if the Titans put up 7 more runs. It's 15-2 Carl Albert after 2.5. Take a break. Bulldogs back in the box after this on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Experience the best wash in town at Tommy's Express. You'll love our open and bright tunnels, easy loading flat belt conveyor, unlimited membership, and free vacuums and mat washers. Experience the difference and visit Tommy's Express today.
If you've lived in Oklahoma long enough, you'll know that we get extreme weather. With that extreme weather comes hail damage to your roof and an insurance claim. When that happens, there's not a better company to deal with on your insurance claim than Cantrell Roofing and Construction. Since 1987, Cantrell Roofing and Construction has proven to be the best in the business. And always remember, got hail? Call Cantrell.
All right, back to Bill Tipton Field in Midwest City, Oklahoma. Carl Albert in total control. They lead Altus 15-2 as we go to the bottom of the third. Josh Calloway, Jared Price with you on the Oklahoma Sports Network. This 5A regional. Declan Murphy back to the hill for the Titans to start his third inning of operation. It will be the top of the order coming up for the Bulldogs. Maybe not. Where are we at in the order here? I guess I didn't write down what Schmidt did in his last at bat. That's my mistake. So we're actually going 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
It's Gillespie, and then Adams, I believe. Well, it was Adams earlier. We'll see if it's still him. He came in for Carmen the first time around, and then Harvey, the cleanup man. So here's Gillespie. And it's in there for a strike. Murphy gets ahead 0-1. That ball's hit pretty well out to center field. Holman, though, looks to be tracking it, and he'll make the play. That was good defensive positioning.
Yeah, it was.
And a quick out here in the bottom third. That ball was hit pretty well,
yeah,
but Holman able to track it. And there's one gone. So now we're in the pitcher spot. This is going to be Garrett Gribble, number 12. This was originally Trent Carmen, who had to leave the game for injury in his first at-bat. Cole Adams finished the at-bat for him, and now it's Garrett Gribble this time around. And he lines this one to left field. That's going to be a base hit. So a clean single for Garrett Gribble the other way. And it gives the Bulldogs a one-out base runner for Deshaun Harvey. Good piece of hitting there. Just took it the other way.
Yeah, it was. I think that's exactly what they're probably telling Declan that he needs to do. Fill up the strike zone, no free bases, and make him earn it.
So looks like we're going to have a runner here for Gribble. The runner replacing him is Jack Owenby, number 7. So it's Deshaun Harvey in the box. Harvey struck out swinging his first time. That one just missed, 1-0. Couldn't have been by much.
Oh, it didn't look like.
That one's fouled off the left side. Harvey just off the end of the bat. Bobby Lewis foul ball. Murphy quick fire back to first. Diving back in is Owenby. Ground ball to the right side. It'll get off the bag. Foul. And so that'll run the count to 1-2 on Deshaun Harvey. The lefty hitting left fielder in the lineup to start the game. He wasn't in left field last inning. It looked like he came into the infield playing first base. Guys have kind of moved all over the place in this game for the Bulldogs. This ball's going to get right through the right side. Diving after it there was Randall, but couldn't pull it in. So it's a ground ball, seeing eye single for Deshaun Harvey. Back-to-back hits for Altus. And they got a couple guys on here for their 5-hole hitter, Brody Rogers. Rogers had some pop in their win over Shawnee yesterday. He launched, I think it was a 3-run homer. And he's going to push one down the right side, just a few feet foul. Murphy gets ahead of him 0-1. What we've kind of seen from Murphy, it's kind of rare to see him, not that he's getting knocked around, but 5 hits against him, more than you usually see.
Yeah, for sure. I think he's doing a really good job of attacking the zone and making them earn it. And they're kind of finding some holes here and there, but he can settle in and mow down a few in a row with the best of them.
It's not like this Altus isn't a good team either. I mean, 23-14, good lineup.
Yeah, they've had good at-bats.
0-2, got him swinging right through it. Take a look at that one on the east side. Church of Christ instant replay as he gave him the heater right up high. Rogers swing right underneath it. And there's 2 gone. For the catcher, Tate Saxon. Eastside Church of Christ, by the way, in Midwest City, believing in loving Jesus by loving their neighbors. Join them with song and praise beginning at 10 a.m. Appreciate their sponsorship, helping us bring you these playoff games. As that one misses 1-0. on Saxon, the catcher. He singled his first time. Foul ball deep off the right side. That might be car bound again. Same car. Took her off the tire that time. I know which parking spot to avoid from now on.
No
That
kidding.
same spot has gotten a couple. So it goes 1-1. That one's fought off the right side. Might get out of play, and it will. Lands just into the Altus bullpen, and it's 1-2. So Murphy a strike away from working out of a little bit of trouble here. Still obviously quite the cushion to operate with. One-two pitch coming from Declan Murphy. Got it on the outside edge. Struck him out looking. So Murphy goes strikeout after a couple of guys reached against him to end the third inning. After 3, Carl Albert leading Altus 15-2. We'll head to the 4th after this break on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Yeah, you got it. Let's go.
Miranda.
Travis! What business do you want to start?
I want to start a car mechanic shop.
Let's say we go to Scissor Tape.
Ready to go get some coffee?
Yeah, let's go.
You got it.
I think she was from
1,
Rose State.
2, 3.
Woohoo!
Congratulations, Rose State college graduates.
Have you ever seen an insurance commercial and ask yourself, are they really telling me the truth? Well, guess what? They're not.
Somebody runs a red light, and you think all of a sudden their insurance company's going to be all neighborly about it? Insurance companies aren't in the business of saving you money. They're in the business of keeping your money.
So remember, save our number in your phone so when tragedy strikes,
Call Rob and Will.
Back at Bill Tipton Field, Josh Galloway, Jared Price on the Oklahoma Sports Network. We head to the 4th. Carl Albert leading Altus 15-2 here on their home field. Certainly looking like they're well on their way to getting back to the state tournament where they just live. Obviously defending champions, also won in 2021. And trying to keep that train rolling here into 2024.
Certainly looks like they're on the road to do that right now. They've done a really good job.
Doing what they do and coming out focused, ready to go. Got 5 in the first, and there's never really looked back from there. They lead at 15-2 as we go to the 4th. So we're going to have a pinch hitter here for Mason Novotny. Novotny walked both his first 2 times, but we're going to get a hitter for him here, which is going to be Blake Pritchard, number 27. Still Cashton Lamb on the mound for Altus as we go to the 4th. It's their 3rd pitcher they've used in this game. And his first one misses low. If you tuned in a little late, starter for Altus, Trent Carman worked the top of the 1st, and in the bottom half, as a hitter, seemed to injure his leg, his right leg. Not sure what, obviously. Hopefully he's all right. Nothing too serious there, but had to come out of the game, and Altus has been kind of forced to just kind of piece it together since. That is now 2-1 on Pritchard. Getting his first cuts. We've seen Pritchard a few times. One of these seniors on the team. He got it, obviously, senior night, but then saw some action yesterday as well.
Yeah.
And he turns on this one down the left field line. That's going to get down fair. Going to roll all the way to the wall as Pritchard is in with a double. Welcome to the game, Blake Pritchard.
way to come in and put a really good swing on that ball.
Yeah.
Now batting number 23, Declan Murphy.
So a double for Pritchard to open up the top of the fourth, and we'll go back to the top here with Declan Murphy. Murphy has walked twice and singled in this game. I imagine he's pretty much only staying in to hit because he's pitching.
Seems
right?
like.
I mean, that's pretty much, because it looks like we're going to get a train of substitutions the rest of the way, as 1-0 now on Murphy. This one missed outside 2-0. Waiting on deck to hit for Sammy Gonzalez. Looks like that's Adam Head, number 16. Going to be the next man up for Carl Albert. Murphy's had 3-0. Ball gets away, allows Pritchard to advance to third. Murphy's been on base all 3 times. Like I said, 2 walks and a single. And in good shape to keep that going here. Big swing and a miss there, trying to do some damage.
Yeah, he was.
Goes 3-1. That one bounces in. And so it'll be a walk for Murphy. Third time Murphy's done that. He's been on base all 4 times. And got runs in the corners here. Murphy will again have the courtesy runner with Webster. Webster's getting a lot of work with that courtesy runner role when Murphy's gotten on base all 4 times.
And he's done a pretty good job of it, too.
Yeah, he has. So it'll be Adam Head, like we said here, hitting in place of Sammy Gonzalez. That one in there for a strike, 0-1. Head, a sophomore for the Titans, so probably a name that we'll get to know more over the next couple of years. A lot of seniors on this team. As Head will turn on this one and loft it out to center field. Should get the job done and bring home that runner from third, and it will. Schmidt, long throw in, not a bad effort considering, but no chance at getting Pritchard. So it's a sac fly for Head. That's, how many I say they had earlier? 4? That's the 5th sac fly for the Titans in this game.
Now comes to the plate. Number 8, Gordon.
So 16-2 Titans. The sac fly from Head. Hitting in Mr. Randall's spot here is going to be Jordan Hawkins, another sophomore. The man on first base and 1 out. Diving back in at first is Webster. Titans have already scored 18 runs twice this week, and they're looking to eclipse that here today. We were going to talk about it in the break. You get that extra half inning of offense that you wouldn't normally get since you're the road team.
Yeah.
Run rule is in effect, obviously, for these postseason games, 10 after 5. So Carl Albert firmly in that area at the moment. Still got a couple more innings to get through. As getting ahead 1-0 is Hawkins. Ground ball to the right side. That's going to get through. Base hit for Hawkins. Webster will move up to second. So a chopper right through the hole on the right side of the infield, result in a base hit. Puts 2 men on here with 1 gone for the 4 spot, which is Hutch Russell, his spot. But it's going to be Lane Sexton, the freshman, hitting for him. It never hurt to get all these young guys A little postseason experience, a little taste of it.
No, I was just going to say that Wiley's done a really, really good job of getting those guys in here, because you would think come state tournament time you're going to stick to your rotation and your starters and your everyday guys. So it's really cool to give these guys a taste of the playoffs and let them get an opportunity.
Lamb delivers. And catches the outside edge. Makes it 1-1. Runners on first and second, one out here in the top of the fourth. 16-2 Titans over Altus. That one misses up and in. Almost got him in the dome. Able to avoid it. 2-1. In Tanner Norman's spot, looks like it'll be Jackson Fixico, another guy we've got a chance to see a few times this week. Chopper to the third base side. That is a fair ball. Fire across the infield, and he came off the bag.
Tough play.
And so everyone is safe. You probably have to give him a hit for that.
Yeah, you would think so. That's a tough play.
It would have been close anyway.
Yeah.
So an infield knock for Sexton, and the bases are loaded with one out for Jackson Fixico. The lefty Fixico stands in to face Cashton Lamb. First pitch up high, 1-0. As day starting to move into night here. Big swing and a miss, 1-1. These games got moved up today, but this regional's pretty much been on time.
Yeah,
which is
it's a rarity.
A shock, yeah. Misses high, 2-1. I think, all the time this time of year, and we've talked about it earlier with postseason baseball, just never, it's just impossible for it to be on time.
Yeah, it seems like.
And I think as that one misses 2-2 for years, the Big 12 tournament over here it was at the Brick for a long time. And it's down at Globe Life Field where the Rangers play now. But it was a given that the schedule was going to get just wrecked every year. Whether it was from games going long or the rain, it was just, there was always games starting like 10, 11 p.m. like every year. Not quite as much of an issue at Globe Life with that roof. And ball's not flying out of there as much, so the games are lower scoring. It stays much more on time now as Fixico strikes out swinging.
Now comes to the plate, number 31, Boston.
So 2 gone here as Fixico goes down. Hitting in place of Easton Perkins is Nate Judd, number 31. Titans up by 2 touchdowns, 16-2. Lamb ready to go. He'll fire. And misses 1-0. And, of course, we'll be sure to communicate and let you know what the state tournament plans are, what it's going to look like whenever we know. So keep up with the Oklahoma Sports Network, as that one's in there for a strike, on Facebook as well as Twitter. Both those places a good place to keep up. Of course, the website, oksportsnet.com. See what the broadcast schedule looks like as this ground ball is a third, and it gets right through them. And they're just going to go base to base here as an error at third base is going to let a run score. That one just ate him up, went right through him. And it makes it 17-2 Titans. So the catcher here, number 13, Cole Dunlap. Cole got the start in the win over John Marshall yesterday. And now he hits here with the bases loaded and 2 gone. But to finish that thought, our state tournament, our coverage will continue into the state tournament. It's a little different in baseball as opposed to basketball, if you're with us for that. For the basketball state tournament, due to contractual obligations and stuff, we did broadcast, Jordan and I, but they had to be audio only. Those are like the rules there with the NFHS network. Different for the baseball state tournament. We can actually, at least if it was last year, I'm assuming it's the same, we can actually bring you full presentations of the first 2 games. The semifinal, the quarterfinals and semifinals, which is what we did last year. And then for the state championship game, we still had an audio-only option, but pretty cool that we get to keep things going into the state tournament next week. And we'll see if it's just the Titans. Obviously, Elgin, certainly another OSN school in the mix. Midwest City trying to get there. Another OSN school. I know in the 4A level, Newcastle, an OSN school, made it to state this week, so OSN schools are represented next week in the state tournament. We'll be sure to let you know what games we're going to have on our air. But we'll have some games. We know that. There will be some. So a base load, a walk drawn by Dunlap here. We'll score another run. For the 3rd time this week, Carl Albert has scored 18. So hitting for Kaysen White will be Mason Avery, sophomore. Devontae Jones will be the courtesy runner for Dunlap, as the Titans are about to bat around. If Avery can get on, we'll be back around to Blake Pritchard. You consider it batting around if you get all 9, or do you have to actually get back around?
I think it's all 9.
It just seems like it depends on who you ask.
Yeah, I think it's you went around the order, which is
so they've already batted around.
Yeah.
One's fouled off, 0-1. I hear it both ways, because it does feel like you don't bat around until you get the same guy up another time.
Yeah.
But also, like, the literal, I'm with you. It's like you batted around. You used all 9.
One round through the lineup, yeah. I guess it kind of depends on who you ask.
That ball's smoked up the middle. That's going to be a base hit. That'll score a run. They'll just go base to base.
Yeah.
That was a rocket
single. Yeah, that was a good swing.
For Avery. And now, no matter how you slice it, they've batted around, as Pritchard's going to come up with the Titans leading it 19-2. Seen the Titans score a lot of runs on OSN this week.
Yeah, they have.
A lot of runs.
And I think, other than Declan, because he's the pitcher, the entire lineup is substitutes.
Yeah, it is, yep.
That's cool for them to get a chance and take advantage of it. We've mentioned it before. It's kind of a hard situation for them to be in because it's, their opportunity, and they never want to go in and, wasting that bat or anything like that.
Pritchard pops it up, and running it down is Gillespie in shallow center. Good job sticking with that. And that will end the inning after the Titans score 4 more. And at the end of 3.5, it is 19-2 Carl Albert. Well on their way to going back to the state tournament. Altus back in the box offensively after this break on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Red Plains Plumbing has been offering reliable commercial and residential services to the OKC metro area for over a decade. From new construction and remodeling to residential repair, they can handle jobs of all sizes. When you need a trusted name in plumbing, it's Red Plains Plumbing. Family owned and operated. Phone 405-769-1922. That's 405-769-1922.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Back at Bill Tipton Field, we head to the bottom of the 4th. Carl Albert well on their way. 19-4, they lead Altus in this 5A regional matchup. A win sends the Carl Albert Titans back to the state tournament, which looks like that's the way we're headed. Josh Calloway, Jared Price with you on a Friday evening. So everybody's having a good start to their weekend. We appreciate you hanging out with us on the Oklahoma Sports Network. State tournaments to start next Thursday. Looking forward to that. Going to be a lot of fun. Always is. Last year we got to crown these guys as the first pitch is chopped to third. Fielded cleanly and fired across for the out. That was well done there by Head, who came in to play third base. One pitch, one out here in the fourth.
Yeah, good play. Excellent start for Declan, too. With this big a lead, the last thing you want to do is fool around with giving away free bases.
Yeah, right.
So attack the strike zone and make him put it in play.
So here's Cashton Lamb. Takes up high 1-0. Lamb singled his first time. He was the right fielder to start this game, and he's now on the mound. And we were going to talk about it in the break. I mean, obviously they put up another big number, 4 runs, but Lamb has at least settled the game down in terms of it was getting tough for Altus just to find the zone. A lot of walks the first couple innings, and Lamb has settled that down a little bit.
Yeah, he's done a good job. He's filled up the strike zone and at least made them earn it, and they have.
Yeah.
They've found some holes, but, respect there for, filling up the strike zone.
2-1 on Lamb. And ball's fouled back 2-2. Murphy cruising right along, gave up the 2 in the first inning, and gave up is a flexible term, as they both were unearned runs, happened after a 2-out error on a strikeout. Let the inning keep going. Bulldogs end up getting a pair of runs off him. First runs allowed by Carl Albert in this regional, but Murphy has settled down nicely since then. 3-2 misses outside. There's a walk. I jinxed him a little bit. So it's a 1-out walk for Lamb. Lamb's actually been on both times. A single and a walk. That brings up Ray Guzman, who struck out swinging his first time. Just caught the edge on one. That was nice. You heard nice mitt pop on that.
Yeah, it was.
Saw some dust fly up. 0-1 pitch. Guzman went to call time, didn't get it. Ends up just fighting this off to the right side. Racing back, trying to get there is Hawkins, and he can't quite pull it in. Rocket throw to second. Safe. Ooh, I don't know about that. I thought he might have got him.
Well, an interesting play there.
As Pritchard came charging in, he pulled that ball in and fired it to second base, and I thought he might have got Lamb, but they say he got in there, so it's a single for Guzman. And there's 2 men on for the top of the order in KG Schmidt. Schmidt snilled his first time. I just completely failed to write down what he did his second time, which threw me off earlier. So I don't know what he did his second time. I can't remember. But he had at least one hit today. Big cut and a miss, 0-1. How quickly, I don't think hopefully we don't need them, but how quickly can these lights get turned on? Because they're off right now.
Yeah, it usually takes between about 5 and 10 minutes, but you have to turn it on at the start of the inning. So that's actually part of the rules. So you can't,
like, one team can't have them to hit, and the
you
other
have
can't.
to turn them on for the whole inning.
That makes sense.
It's kind of interesting, but it shouldn't take but about 5 or 10 minutes for them to turn on. Looks like we're getting close to maybe
Yeah, I was
time.
just thinking that. It's like, sun's getting a little low. We might not need it. Carl Albert's certainly well on their way to a run roll here, so we should only have one more inning to play after this one. But 0-1 outside, 1-1. To KG Schmidt, who put in a real tough spot, came in to pitch after Carmen got hurt. Did his best, kind of ran out of gas, struggled to find the zone, but that's a really challenging situation to get tossed into.
Yeah, it is.
And he closed out their win over Shawnee just before this game, so he probably thinks, obviously, just the mindset of it. You're going back, okay, we got our next guy starting, I'm going to be in center field.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, okay, you're back on the mound. That's tough.
Yeah, it looks like he got worn down a little bit. I certainly hope Carmen's okay.
Yeah, that's a tough one. And so obviously this is barring a massive comeback here. This will be the end of Altus' season, so we won't know as far as how quickly Carmen could get back. So it'll be on to other stuff in the summer.
Yeah.
Don't know if he plays any other sports or anything, but Ground ball to the left side, fielded at third. He'll tag the runner, fire across. Safe, almost a double play. Good job there by Ed. Yeah, he's had a couple nice plays at third.
A couple of good plays by him. Taking advantage of his opportunity.
So 2 gone after Schmidt grounds out, brings up Colton Gillespie. He's 0 for 2. He popped out back to Murphy his first time, and then it went pretty good out to center field, but Holman ran it down. He's got 2 outs and 2 men on. That one misses high, 1-0. Rocket throw down. Back in there. 2-0. I'm going to go and assume that you do not look your coach in the eye if you get picked off down 17 with a man in front of you.
No.
So you're not going anywhere.
No.
That would be tough all around.
No. No, if that were to happen, you kind of keep your head down and walk to the back of the dugout.
This one's bouncing. So it's 3-0 now on Gillespie. $19 runs on just 10 hits for the Titans today. As that one misses, so it's a walk by Murphy on Gillespie. And it loads the bases with 2 outs for Jack Owenby. This is the 4th different player to hit in the 3-hole in this game for Altus. After Carmen got hurt, Cole Adams finished his at-bat. Garrett Gribble hit for him the next time and actually got a single. And now Jack Owenby's hitting in this spot. So this has been a revolving door in the lineup.
Yeah, it seemed like. And it's a difficult place to be in for the Altus guys, but you still want to compete and go try and do the best you can do each at-bat.
So the bases are loaded with 2 gone for Owenby. Conversation on the mound there, trying to settle Murphy down a little bit.
That's better.
In there for a strike, 0-1. Getting ahead here on Owenby. Like I said earlier in the broadcast, more playoff baseball on West End tomorrow, as this 0-1 pitch is in there as well. 0-2, Midwest City and Noble tomorrow afternoon. That's going to be a winner-take-all game, those are the best. Winner goes on, loser season's over. That'll be tomorrow on OSN. Jordan Ray and Tom Carpenter will have that broadcast, so be sure to tune into that one, see if another Mid-Del team can punch their ticket to state. That 0-2 pitcher Murphy just missed. Kind of what we've been talking about, that high strike. That's been a tight on both teams. It's just been one of those not giving a lot there.
Yeah.
1-2 coming from Murphy. It's cut on and missed.
Better.
He got him swinging. Awkward looking swing there. Nice pitch from Murphy. And that ends the 4th with the Titans in front 19-2. At the end of 4, it's all Titans. They lead it by 17 on their home field. Coming back for the 5th on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Yeah, you got it. Let's go.
Go, Miranda.
What business do you want to start?
I want to start a car mechanic shop.
Let's say we go to Scissor Tip.
Ready to go get some coffee?
Yeah, let's go.
You got it.
I think she was from
One,
Rose State.
2, 3.
Woo-hoo!
Congratulations, Rose State college graduates.
Have you ever seen an insurance commercial and asked yourself, are they really telling me the truth? Well, guess what? They're not.
Somebody runs a red light, and you think all of a sudden their insurance company's going to be all neighborly about it? Insurance companies aren't in the business of saving you money. They're in the business of keeping your money.
So remember, save our number in your phone so when tragedy strikes,
Call Rob and Will.
Back at Bill Tipton Field, Josh Calloway, Jared Price. We head to the 5th inning here on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Carl Albert leading out this 19-2. Titans a dominant showing in what's going to be their final home game of the year, as they look to be well on their way to a berth in the state tournament once again. And it's going to be Declan Murphy here leading off to start the 5th inning. We kind of were speculating in the break that maybe they would pinch hit for him and get him out of there, but I would assume if he's hitting, he's going to pitch to the bottom.
Yeah, potentially. Either that or they may let him get one more at bat before getting him out of there. But either way, he's got plenty of rest before he'll more than likely pitch again next week.
Gets ahead 1-0. This is still Cashton Lamb on the mound for Altus. Grounded foul off the left side. Bobby Lewis foul ball. Be sure to stick with us after the game. We'll kind of give our final thoughts on this one and the weekend as a whole for the Titans, who dominated their way through their home regional here on their way to the state tournament. As Murphy gets ahead 2-1, we'll also give out our Louis Player of the Game award. And we'll be sure to reiterate what kind of lies ahead for the Titans in the state tournament next week, as Murphy gets ahead 3-1 now. It's going to be tough on the Louis Player of the Game. I don't really have an obvious one. I'm kind of looking around here. A lot of guys did something, but nobody has like a crazy stat line.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like we've had.
Kind of glancing around. It might be a little bit of a discussion as Murphy lofts this one to right, racing in, and it's going to get down in right. So that's going to be a hit for Murphy. Murphy's been on base all 5 times, so right as I say that, maybe he's kind of tossing his hat in the ring. He's got 2 hits and 3 walks.
And pitched the whole game.
So Webster, once again, as he's done all game, coming in to pinch a run. It's hard to get on base 5 times in a 5-inning game.
Yeah,
that's something.
No kidding, no kidding. and he's pitched the whole game.
Yeah, it's a good thing I have courtesy runners, otherwise he would have literally been on the field like the entire game.
Yeah, no kidding.
So here comes Adam Head. He replaced Sammy Gonzalez last inning and hit a sacrifice fly. Made a couple nice plays in the field last inning as well. That hit for Murphy was the 11th of the game for the Titans, which is a big number, but kind of a low number for 19 runs.
Yeah, it seems like they've taken advantage of a lot of free bases and a few timely errors.
1-1 on Head now to the swing and a miss. That ball is hit pretty well to left field, but looks like he'll have a play on it and pulling it in for the out. And one gone. Let's see who that is in left field. Looks like that's... I can't quite tell. They've moved around a lot in this game. It's hard to keep up with all the defensive changes.
Yeah, there's been a lot of movement on both sides.
Yeah. So Head flies out, brings up Jordan Hawkins. Pickoff attempt at first, diving back in is Sexton. Excuse me, Webster. Sexton's on deck. Hawkins singled his first time through the right side. Gets ahead 1-0. Now ahead 2-0. Pickoff attempt, diving back in again. It's Webster.
You mentioned that about Declan. Webster's been just a courtesy runner, but we've said his name a bunch today because Declan's been on base so many times.
His uniform is filthy. He's been out there a lot. Yeah, as Hawkins is ahead 3-0 now.
I'm not sure who's doing that laundry for him. It might be Mom. So apologies in advance to Mom, but I think you'd say it's worth it.
Sliding all over the dirt today.
Yeah, he has.
Yeah, the good thing is he's going to have some time.
Yeah.
Got a week until Titans will play again. 6 days. Be next Thursday. As it goes 3-1. In that spot, did you like to have like an early game, or do you like to play under the lights? Did you have a preference?
A little bit of both. You certainly don't want to be.
Hawkins turn on this ball out to right center. That's going to go over the fence in right center. 2-run shot, Jordan Hawkins. Wow.
Wow, what a swing.
That just kept going. So Jordan Hawkins cracks a 2-run homer to put the Titans over the 20 mark, 21-2. I mean, if they sounded good off the bat, but he hit it to like the furthest part of the yard out there practically.
Yeah, that was a heck of a swing. That was a cool moment for him.
The fence even gets like a few feet higher or so, and he cleared it. 2-run shot. Wow.
Yeah, that was a good swing. That's cool for him.
So that'll bring up Lane Sexton, who singled his first time. What were you saying? Yeah, it didn't matter to you?
Yeah, I mean, either way, the playing under the lights is really, really fun, but you have to sit around all day and wait. You certainly, I would say somewhere in the middle of the day is the best. So you're not playing, bright and early in the morning, but you don't have to sit around and wait all day. So if I were to choose, I would choose a little bit earlier because, after, winning a regional, you wait around 6 days to play again in the most important game of the year. You kind of want to get up, go through your routine, and get out there and play. And but regardless of the time, once you throw that first pitch, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, lock back in.
It's kind of go time after that.
3-0 pitch is fouled off. Makes it 3-1. Seems like, obviously you take basketball out of the equation because it's indoors. So it doesn't, but talking to, whenever I talk to baseball guys or football guys, it's kind of like everybody does like to play under the lights, but then most guys also say, but I also hate waiting around all day.
For sure.
It really is like that ball's hit pretty well to left field and getting back and not able to make did he make the play? He did. Okay.
Looks like he did catch it.
I couldn't tell. He did pull that in.
Wow, what a play.
So a nice catch out there in left. I think that's Saxon, by the way. He was the catcher earlier. That's what kind of confused me.
Okay.
I was like, maybe I might misread, but and now you have Rogers is catching. So they've moved all over the place, but that's Saxon who made that nice play.
That was a good play.
Tate Saxon. So 2 out is Sexton. A tough luck there as he hit that one well. Brings up Fixico. He struck out his first time. That ball's ripped to right field. That's going to get down fair. Jackson Fixico, he'll round first, and he kind of stumbled around the bag, but he will get in there. If that throw came into the bag and not the cutoff man, they probably would have had him. But Fixico will take the double. And it brings up Nate Judd. He reached on an error his first time.
That's 3 pretty good swings in a row.
Absolutely. I mean, it's like Hawkins smoked that homer.
Yeah, he did hit that well.
First pitch misses to Judd. Makes it 1-0. 21-2 Titans. That one misses low and away. 3-0 now. Lamb may be tiring a little bit. Still not really piling up the walks, but he's kind of falling behind more than he was earlier.
Yeah.
That one's in there, 3-1. Ball's fought to the right side. That pop-up's going to no man's land, and it gets down. Judd fights it off for a single there. That was That pitch was high. I don't know how he got the bat to it, and you couldn't really throw it out there much better than that. So Judd gets a hit. Keeps the train rolling. For Cole Dunlap. He walked his first time. Five in the first, 3 in the second, 7 in the third, 4 in the fourth, 2 in the fifth so far. Swing and a miss by Dunlap. Falls behind 0-1. Big swing there.
Yeah, he was trying to do some damage there.
Obviously going to be a tough way to end what was a really good season for Altus. As that one's bounced in, makes it 1-1.
Yeah, they have had a good year. You don't want, this last game to, put a damper on everything else that they've done. They'd had a good year, and they're, a couple wins away from the state tournament. It just looks like they may have ran out of gas.
This is the difference, too, of how important all those district games are during the year.
For sure.
Obviously, Altus finished 4th. If they get up to even 3rd, they're not coming here. They're going to somebody else regional, but they're not coming here and having to face this juggernaut. And that'll probably be a little bit of the mindset going into next year, trying to get up past that. You see in football all the time, teams have a good season, but you finish 4th every year. Now you're playing a 1 seed and they're building, and it's like you're kind of capped.
That's what the transition to districts makes it, really, really important. Those games early in the season have an effect on your playoff seeding.
Oh, that was only ball 3. Yeah, it could have tricked me a little bit. Dunlap threw the bat. That was only ball 3. So count goes full. Runners on the corners here, 2 outs in the top of the 5th. Carl Albert leading out this 21-2. And that one will miss, so now he can throw the bat. That's a walk for Dunlap. He's walked both times. That loads the bags for Mason Avery, who had a really nice, clean single in his first swing.
Yeah, he did.
Dunlap will come out. The runner for him looks like it'll be Devontae Jones again. He ran for him last time as well. Big swing and a miss. 0-1. Another big cut and a miss. 0-2. Lamb a strike away from getting out of this. What would be the lowest scoring output in an inning so far for the Titans, just 2. And this is outside 1-2. And they're going to give him the call on the outside edge. Bit of a friendly strike call there.
Yeah, it seemed like it may have been.
Which is fine. We're at the middle of the 5th, 21-2 Titans. We head to the bottom half. And we'll see. Looks like we're going to have a new pitcher coming on to finish up. We'll tell you about him as the Titans try to finish the job, get to the state tournament after this break on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Experience the best wash in town at Tommy's Express. You'll love our open and bright tunnels, easy loading flat belt conveyor, unlimited membership, and free vacuums and mat washers. Experience the difference and visit Tommy's Express today.
If you've lived in Oklahoma long enough, you'll know that we get extreme weather. With that extreme weather comes hail damage to your roof and an insurance claim. When that happens, there's not a better company to deal with on your insurance claim than Cantrell Roofing and Construction. Since 1987, Cantrell Roofing and Construction has proven to be the best in the business. And always remember, got hail? Call Cantrell.
All right, back at Bill Tipton Field, we head to the bottom of the fifth. Carl Albert leads it 21-2. Well on their way here to getting back to the state tournament. New pitcher for Carl Albert will be Caden Fixico, sophomore lefty. Also, we've seen Jackson Fixico a couple times this week, including in this game right now. And his younger brother, just a sophomore, coming in to try and close this one out and send Carl Albert to state. Cool moment for the young guy if he can get these last 3 outs and send your team to state. That's kind of cool. So
yeah, that is cool.
See if he can do it. Due up for the Bulldogs will be 4, 5, 6. Deshaun Harvey, Brody Rogers, Tate Saxon as we go to the bottom of the fifth. Starting with Harvey, the lefty. He struck out his first time, singled his second time. And first pitch misses up and away from Fixico. Again, reiterate, run rule obviously in effect here, so finish this inning off. And unless the Bulldogs can put up a 10 spot, this will be the last half inning of baseball this year, or at least for this season, I should say, at Bill Tipton Field. Counts 2-0. That one's bouncing out 3-0. This is not what you want for Coach Whiteley. You're saying, hey, man.
Hopefully he'll settle in and start filling up the strike zone.
Sure. 3-0 pitch. And a 4-pitch walk to Harvey gets this thing started here in the fifth. So Harvey's been on base twice. And that'll bring up Brody Rogers. Walked his first time, then struck out swinging in his second trip to the plate. Oh, he got him picked off. Got it back in. Boy, if that was a little bit more on target, he would have had him. That lefty move, he got Harvey leaning.
Yeah, it was a good move. Just didn't quite make a good enough throw.
Yeah, just a little too high. It was still pretty close. That one misses high, 1-0. Carl Albert looks like they're obviously well on their way here to win number 34 of the season, but they're hoping that number gets to 37.
Yep.
And now he did pick him off. Oh, but it goes off the glove at first. So Harvey, who really got picked off twice in this inning, didn't actually get him either time, and he's in second base. Like Avery just took his eyes off it.
Yeah, it looked like he was trying to come off and meet it and make the transfer and throw him out at second.
Classic, thinking about the throw before. Yep. Count still 1-0 on Rogers. And that's 6 balls here to open up this bottom of the fifth. There's a strike.
There you go. Settle in. Phillips strike zone. Looks like he may have been a touch nervous knowing what's on the line here, but
sure, even though they're up 19, he wants it.
Yeah.
He wants to, I want to come out and shut this down, and this is high, 3-1. Waiting on deck is Tate Saxon. Runner takes off. And it's a walk. Harvey, that's close at third. They're going to say they got him. Wow. So Harvey was playing with fire that whole inning, and they finally get him. That was a weird-looking play. I don't know why he didn't slide.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Dunlap didn't have a great transfer on it, but fired a really, really good throw down there and got him.
It was a strange-looking play because Dunlap he hopped up and almost hesitated, and also Harvey kind of hesitated, almost like, ball 4, I don't have to go, but there's no force.
Yeah, that was a funky play.
I think it was kind of messed with everybody's brains a little bit. Try the pickoff again, and he's in. That was close.
Looks like he's got a really, really good pickoff move. If he can get that throw on the bag, that could be something really effective.
So this is Tate Saxon, by the way. He takes a big swing and a miss.
Tim wants you. Tim.
And it's 0-1 on Saxon. He had that nice play in left field last inning. Awkward-looking swing there. He's behind 0-2. Titans 2 outs away from going back to the state tournament. You wouldn't happen to know how many times they've been to the state tournament.
It is
a big number.
Yeah, it's a bunch. There was maybe one season or two that they missed after I graduated high school, but I think it's been a few. It's been a few, that's for sure.
Just between, obviously, baseball, every sport is good at Carl Albert, but between baseball and basketball, it's just an automatic.
Yeah.
That's how it feels, at least.
Certainly
They'll
seems
be
like.
there. And obviously, football often in the mix as well.
Yeah.
State title this past year, undefeated. 1-2 pitch. Coming to Saxon, he'll fire over again. Try to get him leaning. Gets back in. The lights are on, by the way. I don't know when they turned on.
There we go.
So that was quick. Just noticed I was just thinking it's getting a little dark, and then they kind of lightened up. 1-2. Misses outside. 2-2. We will be with you next Thursday for the next Titans game. When, where, against who, that's all to be figured out. But we will have that game for. We know that much. As a big swing and a miss, a strikeout. A Dynamic Health Clinic strikeout. Take a look at that on the East Side Church of Christ instant replay as Fixico blew it by him. I'll look at it. Yep. And there's two gone. So one out away. Brings up Griffin Marshall, who swings and misses.
That's better. Looks like he's settling in a little bit. Looks like
sure.
he was a touch nervous to start the inning, maybe.
Marshall with a couple of ground outs in this game. Ground to short, ground out to third. 0-1. Bounced in 1-1. Make sure we remind Dynamic Health Clinic strikeout that last one. 1-1 in there for a strike, 1-2. And Fixico and the Carl Albert Titans are a strike away from finishing this bad boy off and getting out of the state tournament. 1-2, 2 out, man on first. Fixico sets and fires. Swing and a miss. He got him.
There it is.
And the Titans run rule it again. They win it 21-2. They go to 34-6 on the season. And once again, as they so often do, are headed back to the state tournament to start next Thursday at a site and location to be determined, but we'll be there for it one way or another. And I look forward to that. This program is just so good. Defending champs, and they'll be back with a chance to defend their title starting next Thursday. Final thought for you on this one, obviously dominant. Dominant weekend.
Yeah, that was exactly what they were looking to do. No hiccups, no injuries. Didn't have to use too many arms. That's about a picture-perfect regional for the Titans there, and excited for them to go make some noise next week in the state tournament.
Absolutely. Our Louis Player of the Game Award. What do you think here, Murphy? There's quite a bit of options of guys who did something.
There's a few to choose from. I think I'm going to have to go with Declan Murphy, being that he was the starting pitcher for the game, and got on base 5 times. You mentioned it yourself. That's hard to do.
Yeah. I just offensively alone, I think he might have done enough to get it.
Yeah.
And you factor in what he did on the mound. So we'll go Declan Murphy, our Louis Player of the Game. Reached base 5 times, 3 walks, 2 singles. And then he also was very good on the mound, 5 innings. Also the 2 runs, both unearned. So he was very, very good today. Probably not the sharpest he's ever been, but really once he got into a groove there in the second, third, and fourth, he was really starting to hum along. So Declan Murphy, our Louis Player of the Game. Louis in Midwest City, 6007 Southeast 15th Street, Midwest City. Louis, we're in your neighborhood. So the Titans are on to the state tournament. That'll start next Thursday. Again, don't know anything. I wish we did, but opponent or location or game time, that'll be ironed out over the weekend. Be sure to keep up with Oklahoma Sports Network on Facebook, Twitter, and, of course, the website. You see it there, oksportsnet.com, for the schedule and what lies ahead. But we will have that game. Hopefully you're able to join us. Obviously, we'll figure that out, Jared. But we'll be there one way or another. Myself and I assume Jordan Ray will be there. And we'll start this thing back up and see if the Titans can keep it rolling and try to go back-to-back next week in the state tournament. Again, Midwest City and Noble tomorrow. That's a 2 o'clock start in that one. Be sure to tune in. Jordan And Tom Carpenter will have that elimination game, do or die game tomorrow afternoon. As for us here at Carl Albert, Bill Tipton Field, that's it. Appreciate, of course, Mike Dunn and everybody at Carl Albert for all the hospitality and help doing these broadcasts. All of our sponsors, playoff games, you have to have sponsors to make it work. They cost money to broadcast. Can't do it without sponsors, so we appreciate all of them helping us and letting us do it. Titans win it 21-2. They're back to the state tournament. We'll see you next Thursday from there. For Jared Price and Maya Robinson working the camera, I'm Josh Calloway. We'll see you guys next time back here on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Good night, everybody.
Great job, boys.
Thanks for watching this presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.